Welcome to PROT Daily News Brief. I'm Camden with PROT Masternode. Today is January 14th, 2020, and here are today's news briefs. From CoinDesk by Patty Baker, headline: Chicago exchange CME Group has announced its highly anticipated Bitcoin options are now trading open for trading. Options on CME's Bitcoin futures contracts launched on the CME Globex around 1500 UTC Monday. Each contract quoted in US dollars represents 5 Bitcoin and is cleared essentially to avoid counterparty risk. CME relies on trade flow data from several of the large Bitcoin exchanges to accurately track Bitcoin's price. Bitcoin derivatives have been available on multiple cryptocurrency exchanges since at least 2014. But CME was one of the first platforms to offer investors regulated products when it first launched its cash-settled Bitcoin futures in December 2017. Bitcoin options had a strong start in 2019. Last week, daily volume surged to surpass $90 million by Friday, according to data collected by analytics firm Skew. Approximately 95% of all trades last year took place on the Dutch-based exchange Deribit, which announced Thursday it was moving its operations to Panama, citing regulatory concerns. The Binance-backed derivatives platform FTX announced Sunday it has launched its own blockchain options contracts. Although unavailable to US trader, volumes reportedly hit $1 million in the first 2 hours of trading. According to CEO Sam Bankman-Fried, CME revealed plans to launch Bitcoin options days before the launch of Bakkt's Bitcoin futures in September. The rival platform, which is owned by the Intercontinental Exchange, released its own options and cash-settled contracts in early December. CME has previously said it does not have any current plans to launch physically delivered features. In the past, the market has had a mixed response to Bitcoin derivatives. Bitcoin hit its all-time high of nearly $20,000 soon after the original release of CME futures, but it plunged nearly $2,000 following the launch of Bakkt's futures contracts, according to CoinDesk Bitcoin Price Index. From Cointelegraph by Colin Post, headline: Telegram will release bank records to SEC in ongoing Graham ICO case. Telegram will release bank records that the United States Securities Exchange Commission believes will prove misconduct in the latter's $1.7 billion offering of Graham tokens. Per a January 13th filing with the Court of the Southern District of New York, Telegram will have until February 26th to provide the court with bank records that the court denied the SEC in an earlier ruling that was based on privacy concerns. Today's rulings will allow Telegram to redact the information provided to the court in accordance with foreign privacy regulations. According to a letter to the court from the attorneys for the defense, Telegram, a company founded in Russia by Pavel and Nikolai Durov, and currently based in Berlin, will provide the SEC with these bank records in full by January 15th, only redacting them before submitting them to the public record. The fact that Telegram's attorneys have agreed to provide the SEC with full bank records while the public will have access to redacted versions means that all eyes will be on the SEC's next move as a bellwether of what they will do or not find in the new documents. Philip Mousakis, an attorney with Stewart and Kissel, the formerly senior counsel at the SEC, told Cointelegraph that SEC will be on alert for evidence of Telegram's failing to exercise reasonable care to ensure that purchasers were not acting as underwriters. As Cointelegraph reported, the SDNY denied the SEC's original request for information earlier in January, but did so, quote, without prejudice, quote, leaving the subject open to further discussion. On January 10th, the SEC provided invoices from alleged underwriters to Telegram's sale of Graham tokens that the SEC believes demonstrate offering of Graham tokens outside of their approved timeline. The saga of the U.S. regulatory and messenger service began in earnest on October 11th when the SEC filed an emergency action demanding a cease and desist in Telegram's offering. The SEC called the sale of Graham tokens an unregistered securities offering, while Telegram argued that it qualified under Regulation D exemptions to the requirement to register as such an offering. The SEC has been examining opportunities to adapt its Regulation D exemptions, which are dependent on making offerings to accredited investors alone, who by the logic of U.S. securities laws does not require the same degree of regulatory protection as Main Street investors. Despite this ongoing reconsideration, the Commission has persisted in identifying Telegram's offering as a security offering meaning that the case will continue. And finally, from Crypto Globe by Siamak Masnavi, headline: blockchain tops LinkedIn's list of most in-demand hard skills for 2020. In a post for LinkedIn's talent blog, Bruce Anderson says the blockchain tops LinkedIn's global list of the most in-demand hard skills. Here's how LinkedIn differentiates between soft and hard skills. Hard skills concern an employee's ability to do a specific task, and soft skills are more about the way they do them, how they adapt, collaborate, solve problems, and make decisions. According to LinkedIn Learning, here are the top 5 most in-demand soft skills and hard skills for 2020. For soft skills, it is creativity, persuasion, collaboration, adaptability, and emotional intelligence. For hard skills, it is blockchain, cloud computing, analytical reasoning, artificial intelligence, and UX design. Last month, Devin Banjari, a senior financial services editor at LinkedIn, pointed out that according to LinkedIn data, quote, the proportion of new hires that are blockchain developers, end quote, seem correlated with the monthly price of Bitcoin. According to research done by Indeed.com in Q4 in 2019, the share of Bitcoin, crypto, and blockchain job postings grew in September 19 versus 1 year earlier. That's it for today's PRT Daily News Brief. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you want more information about PRT, the community, please follow us on our social media pages. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Telegram, and Reddit. I'm Camden, and I will see you tomorrow.